I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive, where you'll find great stories simply told. Can you blow bubbles with bubble gum? I have to confess, I never could, but I still love this story. Bubble gum was invented by an accountant who worked for a gum company. But why was it left to a numbers guy to invent such a terrific product? The Fleer Company started in Philadelphia in 1849 selling flavor extracts. Frank Fleer added chewing gum to the product line. Both Wrigley and Dentyne were making gum then, so Fleer believed the way to market dominance was to create something special, like bubble gum. Fleer soon developed a new gum. He called it Blibber Blubber. When he tested it with consumers, they could blow bubbles, but the gum stuck to everything. Turpentine was the only substance that removed it. In 1928, Fleer's son-in-law, Gilbert Mustin, became company president. Mustin wanted to find a way to bring down costs of gum base. He began tinkering in the company's third-floor laboratory. Mustin was in the lab mixing up a new batch when he was summoned to a phone call. In those days, the only telephone in the entire company was near Mustin's office on the main floor. Mustin popped into the accounting office next to the lab and asked junior accountant Walter Deemer to watch over the batch. This peek in the laboratory stirred Deemer's curiosity. He began experimenting at home. A few weeks later, he brought in what he thought could be a new gum base. But the staff saw that they could also blow small bubbles with it. Maybe Deemer found the secret to bubble gum. Everyone was excited. But the next day when Deemer checked on the gum, it had hardened so much it was no longer chewable. Deemer continued work. When he added a little more latex, the gum remained chewable for a longer time. Deemer spent several days on the factory floor. When the workers finished making the first batch, everyone had the same reaction. Ugh! The big gray mass might be chewable, but it didn't look appetizing. But Mustin hunted around and found pink food coloring. Making the gum pink was magical. Suddenly it was appealing. To sell the product, buyers needed to understand the bubble blowing process. Deemer took 100 pieces of what they decided to call Dubble Bubble and went to a nearby candy store. He stayed all day teaching people to blow bubbles, and he sold all 100 pieces. But the stock market crash of 1929 scared businesses of all types. But Fleer needn't have worried. As it happened, a small treat like bubble gum, costing only a penny, became an extravagance that families would pay for. As for Walter Deemer, he was made a senior vice president at the Fleer Company and added to the board of directors. He stayed with the company for the rest of his career. I'm Kate Kelly with America Comes Alive. Look around and see what inspires you.